You too.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so apparently the YouTube gods don't want this video made because this happened. No! And then this happened. And then my laptop died and my power cable was at work. But your boy Broke, he said, screw the YouTube gods, we're going to make this video anyway. So, starting right up front here, we've got the smoked quarter fairing by Crater. This is a Amazon find, about 60 bucks. And holding that on to these 49mm forks, we've got the Harley Davidson quick release brackets. You can pick those up around 100 bucks. Up into the risers, these are hard case performance 8-inch risers. Very durable, awesome risers. They look good, they feel good, they're perfect. I think you can pick those up around $280 to $300 range. These are the anodized black ones. Up into the bars, these are the Pro Taper Contour CR High bars. I think I picked those up 60 to 80 bucks. Moving on up, we've got this brake lever here and reservoir. I picked this up off of Amazon as well. So I picked this up off Amazon. So far it's been great. The only problem I've had with it is this hose right here leaked all over down the bars and down onto that cap, and I showed you guys that before. So I just went ahead and replaced the hose clamps on this, got a little better ones and tightened it down, and after that was all said and done, you know, she's been perfect. So it comes with this left, or this right and this left side. I only needed one side, so I've got a backup. Originally it's mounted up here, and I'll take this off now that I'm showing you guys, but I left it on here to show you. Originally it's mounted up here, so it sets up like that, and it's like a big bobblehead. I just pulled it off and mounted it right back here. Brake fluid runs through just fine. I did have a tough time bleeding these for some reason, tougher than normal. I don't know if it has anything to do with this or if it was just a unique night. Running over here into the throttle, this is the Biltwell 7/8 whiskey throttle. It's a single cable, and this will snap. Your Harley cables, throttle cables, will snap right into this. It also has a bunch of these little ferrules that it comes with, so if you've got the screw-in cables, that'll work as well. These are just Pro Taper waffle top grips. Over here on this side, this is another Amazon find. This is just a little shorty lever, about 35 bucks from Amazon. Cheap, but it works great. I did have to modify my clutch cable just a little bit, so I just took a Dremel tool, ground that down to round, and stuck it up in there. It works just fine. I haven't had a problem. A lot of people use the easy pull. I don't have one of those, and I'm not having any issues whatsoever with this thing. It pulls just fine. I don't imagine that I have any more grip strength than the average person. Maybe I do. Down into the crash bar, I showed you guys a video over the crash bar and how we built that. If you want me to go into more detail about that crash bar, I can. I'll make another video on it. I need to build a crash bar for my Sportster anyway. I've got some plans for that thing in the future. Moving on back, we've got the Drag Specialties adjustable shocks. They're 12.5 to 13.5 inch shocks. I honestly think that these are all the way up to 14. Theo and I put them on, we pushed them to their absolute max, and I think we measured them out to 14 inches. So yes, I do tiptoe on this bike. I'm 5'9" and I have to tiptoe with these shocks on here. So it doesn't make it any harder to ride. It's just when I'm at a stoplight, I'm on my tiptoes. These rear slider pegs, I used to have them up here. I moved them on back here because when I did wreck this bike, it snapped that bolt right there, the shock bolt, and that's the only reason the old shocks got busted. So I went ahead and moved it on back here. It looks like it's going to cover more anyway, so, or cover the shocks anyway, so I'm pretty happy with it. These are just mongoose pegs off of like a bicycle. So I just bought a set of those from Academy, painted them with my color scheme, and bada boom. Moving on around, we've got the Saddleman step up seat. So this entire thing is made out of Saddleman's gripper material. All that pollen is terrible. It's all made out of Saddleman's gripper material, and then right here on the lumbar you've got their extreme gripper material. So this is their gripper 2.0, and that'll keep you in the seat. It pulls my jeans down when I'm riding. Over here into the Two Brothers racing exhaust, they've got 2 different ones for V-twin. They might have 3 now, I don't freaking know, but I'll be sure to link that up here. But this is the TBR 2-in-1 for V-twins. It's beautiful, it's amazing. I don't have much more to say about it except it's perfect, and I don't have any complaints about it whatsoever. On top of that, I'm running the Vance & Hines tuner inside here, and I don't want to yank all that apart and show you guys, but that's what I've got in there. This is the S&S Cycles Stealth Breather. You're supposed to put your stock football shape cover over this thing. I didn't want to do that. I had a Eagle CD on here before, and I'm a freaking Dragon Ball Z nerd. I'm kind of a nerd anyway, so threw my Dragon Ball Z on there. Absolutely love Dragon Ball Z. Got my Deadpool up there because I'm a big old nerd. Anyway guys, that's the breakdown of this bike. That's all the aftermarket parts that I can think of right now, except for this. Sorry about that. So down here we've got a case saver from Dallas out in Canada, 35 Cycles Winnipeg. He is the same guy that built Theo's crash bar, and I think Theo's running one of these case savers as well. I don't know if you guys can see that down there, but great little deal. That was on here when I wrecked the bike. I think it had a lot to do with saving the engine as well, so there were no cracks or anything underneath, so it probably helped out quite a bit. But go check him out on Instagram. I'll link his Instagram right here. 35 Cycles Winnipeg. Great guy, makes quality stuff, and he'll help you out. Other than that guys, that's everything I've got on this bike so far. Oh, this is just a $8 molly bag from Academy. That's everything I've got on this bike so far. That's all the aftermarket parts. If you have any questions, leave me a comment down below. If you guys have any questions, leave me a comment down below and I'll be sure to answer it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and come on back. Peace.